Once, in a place far away, a very long time ago, there was a boy named Roger. He was tall, but a bit round, and he lived in a big city where unusual things seemed to happen every day. For example, his uncle died. Anyway, Roger had lots of enemies in the city. All the people he used to like were now his enemies because he changed. He used to be a really successful banker named Ron, but now he decided to go another way. And now he's a hobo named Roger. Because of this, his friends thought they didn't like him anymore, so they said, "You're our enemy now." And Roger was like, "Oh no, I have no friends, but loads of enemies." Roger lives day to tomorrow by the change he gets off strangers outside McDonald's, but sometimes when he gets enough money, he goes to the local shopping center called Teco. He can only buy things he only buys things when they're on sale because he doesn't have any much money. Sometimes, he even gets enough change to buy chicken when it's on sale. And he goes into KFC and says, "Can you cook this for me?" And they do it because they're his enemies and spit in the food. Yuck. Today, on the most windy and stormy and rainy and cloudy and sad of days, he decided that he needed to eat, and went to Teco. When he went inside, there were no baskets. This was weird, Roger thought. That must be giving them a break today, so he kept going. He saw that the bread was on sale, so he was going to buy it, and then a big fat hairy man ran up to him and said, "No! That's not for you." And he took the sale sign away, which made the bread go back up to $100,000. This is all in the future, so that's normal for the future. Roger made a face similar to this, and he said, "But if you don't give me that, I will starve." And the fat man laughed, and his fat went bouncy from laughing. And then one of Ron's enemies died, so Ron felt his anger rising. That happens when his enemies die. And he punched the man so hard that his fat fell off, and the man was so angry that he cried blood. And then the lights went out so fast that Roger knew that he was going to be murdered. A black mist came out from the cereal boxes, and the bacon was flying everywhere, pancake mix splattering over the counters. Freezers freezing at higher temperatures than normal, so that it was freezing the frozen pizzas as too much. Ron ran way far away to that aisle that always full of people. It has like loads of sweets and crisps. Yum. There was like 15 monsters there, all black with eyes, oogly with blood and tears that looked like bacon but were actually dead people's skin, and he screamed, "Fat man, help!" But when the fat man came he said, "You punched my fat, and now you'll pay. I am your enemy." And then he ran and went inside of a freezer, but forgot that the freezers froze too hard, and now he died from freeze. Roger ran to an exit, and was almost out when he tripped on something, and he looked down and he saw his enemy saying, "Help me, the pancakes are too string." And then he said, "No, I am Roger. You are Ron's friend, not mine, Smelly." And he ran out the door. He was safe. He got out. He escaped. He avoided death. He was alive. He was tall. He was safe. He was Roger. And then he went back in for the bread, but forgot about the monsters. So when he got to the bread, the monsters came out between the slices and cried blood from their mouths, saying, "We are your enemies, Ron." He said, "How do you know my old name?" And then they ate him, and he just fell down on the floor crying from death. His last words were, "I am all your enemies." And then he fell down and died. Just before he died, he said, "I will now be a supermarket monster." So when you're in a supermarket, remember that Ron is waiting. In the future, though, because it's in the future, remember?